Okay, welcome to all joining just right now. If you can all hear me well and see me well, we are going to get started with the class. My name is Josema. I'm Customer Success Manager at Customily, and together with Morena, we will be hosting this presentation and showing you the basics of the app. You'll be able to ask questions along the way, and we'll be answering them on the chat or at the end of the presentation. Remember that this live session is being recorded and later uploaded to our YouTube channel, along with all past live sessions. You can watch each episode again and also find the assets in the description so you can replicate the products you see on the videos. If you're joining us for the first time, you'll probably wonder what is Customily. Customily is an app that installs on your e-commerce store and provides your shoppers with live previews of personalizable products. With Customily, your shoppers will be able to interact with options by typing text, selecting fonts, colors, images, and even locations, as well as uploading their own pictures. Each interaction will show them live how the personalization will look on the finished product, enhancing the shopping experience and increasing your conversion rate. This example of a beauty necklace is using Customily to pick different designs from three available choices. When you pick one, you see how the picture changes, but you can type a message like this. And you will see how it changes live, and you can sign your your message and everything, and it will change there. Now, other things we can do with Customily is actually change the design and keep, for example, the message, as well as change this and keep it like that. Sometimes we can even type in more lines or extend the originals. As you can see, everything you do in the front end will reflect directly on the preview. If you also play with the variants, you'll be able to see how they change. The way this works is that Customily will load a template and an option set in the front end of your store for each product. Within the app, you will have many tools to create these templates and options. But that's not all. Apart from the live preview, Customily will take the personalization information from the orders you receive and create a printing file that's ready for you to take to whatever service, machine, or fulfillment industry you have for your products. So imagine how much time our tool is saving you if you think back to the way you used to offer personalized products, how you had to collect the shopper's data, create proofs, wait for feedback, make corrections, and much more. All that time and effort has been reduced and automated with Customily's live preview and production files to make your work faster and easier. So now that we know that Customily is a great tool for your online store and that it will help you optimize the shopping experience of your visitors, we can start learning about the app itself. It's important that you approach it with some clear concepts about your business. I highly recommend you ask yourself some questions before beginning. The first one is about the current status of your store. Will I be creating new products, either for an empty new store or for a new collection in an existing store? Or will I be selling my existing products and turning them customizable? If you're working with existing products, you will use what we call Customily 1.0. With this, you will be creating templates from scratch and then linking them to your existing products, all from the app itself. The options that your shoppers will use will be created automatically, so you don't need to worry about having to code anything on the front end. This direct way of using Customily is available for all e-commerce platforms that we integrate with, and you can see them on the slide, as well as any custom-coded store. Now, if you will be creating new products, more questions will pop up. Am I doing my own fulfillment, for example, with my own workshop or a local company? Or am I fulfilling with a known print on demand supplier? And then, do I have my own designs that will be personalized, or will I be using pre made designs from Customily? These two questions will be the entry point to use what we call Customily 2.0. This is our latest update and will allow you to create new listings more easily, faster, and better. This option is only available for Etsy and Shopify stores. If you are working with known print-on-demand providers, you will see that Customily 2.0 has different ways to integrate to new products. There are two options here. You can select a product from the POD catalog and then add an exclusive design that our illustration team has created for you. These are royalty-free designs and cliparts that you can freely use and manage. Or you can select a product from the catalog and use our design studio to create your own designs that can be personalizable. On the other hand, if you are going to fulfill on your own, you have two similar options. You can automate processes by creating product bases, which are the product mockups that of what you want to sell, and they will act the same way as the POD products. Then you can add a customized design to the product base or create your own custom design in the design studio to use over your product bases. Each time you combine a product base with a design, a new template is born and linked to a new listing that Customily automatically creates in your store for you. Product bases can be from a POD catalog or your own, and designs can be from Customily's collection or your own. The result will be the same. In the case of POD products, the listing will be connected to the POD using an API key. So each time there's a purchase, Customily can automatically send the print file for fulfillment. So more time-saving advantages. Okay, if there are no questions about how Customily works, let's dive into the app and see how it goes. So here we are in the Start section of Customily. This is the 2.0 main interface where you can create new products either using POD suppliers or your own product bases. You also have a quick view of your design collections and your product-based collections. If you check the left menu, you can see that these two collections have their own sections also. In the template section, you'll be able to create new templates and also see all the templates created automatically using Customily 2.0. This is the core section of the app, and you can rename, clone, delete, and edit any template. In the libraries section, you'll be able to upload your personal assets and organize them for quick access and use. You can create colors, fonts, vectors, and image libraries. And this is very important to remember because Customily is an asset manager, not an asset creator. Your images, designs, fonts, etc. will be created or purchased outside of the app. For example, you can create images in Canva, download them in JPG or PNG files, and then organize them in Customily's libraries for later use in templates and designs. In the store section, you can see all the products currently in your store, whether they are draft or active, and see those products linked to Customily, which templates and option sets are loading, and of course, unlink or relink any product. You can also access many settings and styles to customize the front-end experience of your shoppers. The orders section is a new feature, and for now, it's only available for Shopify stores in beta version. Here, you will get a register of all orders made using Customily with backup information about the preview and the print file as well. Remember that on any e-commerce platform that we integrate with, all the personalization information as well as the links to download the preview and the print file will always be stored in the order dashboard of that e-commerce platform. So always when you get an order using Customily, you get that information in the order line item properties. And that will go for all e-commerce. Then in this dashboard, you'll be able to have backups of everything they see there. But always you will be able to check that in your order dashboard for any e-commerce. So now that we have a more clear idea of how to navigate over the app, let's create a product together. We are going to be creating this alluring beauty necklace. And for that, we are going to create the designs. You see, we have here 3 designs: the dark Merry Christmas, the red, and the white. Each time we select from this drop-down, we actually load an image and change the type of text we are offering. Even if the message is the same, as you can see here, you are changing the way it shows. Now, like we said before, this is an asset manager. Remember that these images have been created on another software that we can use. And what we have decided today is to show you around Canva and create these free designs using Canva clip arts and photos and images. I don't know if Morena asked around on the chat if you had any specific inspiration or ideas for our free images, just so we don't repeat. But in case those that are not familiar with Canva, this software, online software, allows you to create new designs for free. So if you click on Create Design at the top corner, you'll be able to enter a personalized size and start off with something. Since we're going to be creating a message card for a necklace box, we should know which is the average size of this message card. We can check, in this case, Shine On is the provider of this particular product. And if you check on their information, you will see that they have a 3.3-inch square greeting card, message card. So we can start by creating a new design on Canva that will be on inches and will be 3.3 by 3.3. Yes, going to create a new design. So now we have a blank canvas to begin with, and the idea is to start playing around. Here is the part in which you freely create whatever you want. I'm going to start by looking for a template, and we're going to look for Christmas templates, and you will see that we have some ideas. Some of them may be party invitations, and we are looking for something that is related to a message card for a gift. Could be this one, so we can start with something, right? And this idea could be very interesting, although this is a box. Remember, we're going to be showing this on a box. This is going to have a necklace, but nothing stops you from using this to begin with. This is just one design idea we want. And if you want to input suggestions on the chat, that's great, because this is the creative part of the process. So if we know we're going to be customizing something about this design, let's say, for example, that we want to keep the Merry Christmas and the boot, and the stocking and the stars and the circle, everything there. But this thank you for your order, we definitely don't want this to be part of our design. This is the part in which we want to customize. So we're going to just trash this away and keep this. This is going to be our static graphic, and this area here will be customized with Customily elements. So we can add our own personalization and offer this in our product. So we have this design, and we can create another page just to play around with another design. There are some other suggestions here that we can look for. They are circular, but I think we may want to do something else. This one is pretty interesting. You see, this has a note that we can actually remove the name, and that name will be created in Customily as something customizable. And we could add a message. Well, Merry Christmas. This could be something. Well, nothing stops you from copying this and pasting it here. That's not looking nice. So no, bad idea. But this could be one idea we had. We had this name here, Olivia, and we're going to be customizing that. So we take that away and we keep the original design. So another thing we can play with and just do another else is actually build something out of elements. Instead of templates, we could just look for Christmas elements. When we have pictures, we have videos, we have graphics, anything like that. We had this image, for example, and we kind of remember we did this and put it here like this. So this could be a nice background. This could be a message we're going to put. Remember, we're going to have the necklace here. So you see, designs are pretty much unlimited. They are not very aligned with the concept, so we may want to find something in the graphics elements. Okay, and we could actually, yeah, keep this away and keep something graphics like that. Right, so this could be our design like that, and we could actually do the same again and rotate this like that. Great, so this is going to be another message we have here, and let's go with Christmas, 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 Christmas. Graphics, and once more just to get a or let's go with the text and create a text. We'll say Merry Christmas, and probably going to look for a font that is obviously Christmas related. Yeah, okay, we like this one, we like this one. And we're going to change the color of the text. Perfect. Yeah, so this could be something nice. We could add effects. We could add drop shadow or like this, like that. Probably round this, but not that much. Yeah, that's perfect. And then we have the message below and the necklace around. So this, as you can see, are some designs we can play with. And what we're going to do now is export them as new designs. So let's click on share, click on download, and download all three of them. They will be downloaded as a zip file. Let's click on download in PNG. Let's find a quick design for this. Really fast, really fast. Why I didn't realize. Should not have any problems with this. Okay, we do have. So Let's find really quickly something else to download. Let's drag this out to the top, so we leave some space for the necklace, and that's it. Perfect. So done. Let's download again like that. Perfect. So we're downloading these PNG files, and we are going to be ready to this. So today is we have that there, and now we can open this and find our Merry Christmas and we have these images. These are our new backgrounds. We have the red stocking, we have the snowman, and we have the red, like that. These are our free designs. Now we're going to Customily, and since we're going to create a new product and we are going to create a product from Shine On, when we click on the Shine On icon, you will see that there's a lot of products integrated with Customily, and you can browse through different pages and find the one you want. You can also search specifically for a necklace and find this Alluring Beauty is the one we're going to use. So when you pick this product from the Shine On catalog, if there are variants, you'll be able to pick at least one variant for each and click next to go straight to the design selection. In the design selection, you will find that you can pick from your designs. So let's say we don't have any designs yet, but we do have Customily designs. So if I click here, I can see 270 designs ready for you to add to any message card, to any t-shirt or other product from any print-on-demand provider or your own product basis. These are the Customily collections that you can browse through here. But we said we wanted to go back and create one of our designs. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the My Design section here. So we go to the My Design collection. Let's say this is empty and we need to start by creating a new design. So let's go with that. Let's call this the Christmas necklace message card. Yeah. Let's create a new design. This is our design studio in Customily. You start off with a big square white canvas that you can always resize if you're working with something that has different proportions. But this is a very great way to start building something that will be in square proportions. And be sure that it's going to be really big. And if we need to later resize that for smaller printings, it's not going to lose anything at all. And then you have all our design tools. These are elements that you can add to your current design to create the customizations. For example, straight or curved text boxes are elements that will allow customers to input their own text, input multi-line text, change font, change color. That's going to be a great element for them to type whatever they want. Image and vector placeholders are objects that will allow your customers to upload their own files. So if you are offering personalization that involves uploading your pictures and stuff like that, these placeholders are the tools for you. Then we have street maps and star maps that are really amazing tools that you can combine in any ways. And I encourage you to watch previous live sessions in which we have made great designs and products using these tools. Finally, dynamic vectors and dynamic images are these particular elements that will allow you to upload your own assets and your own cliparts. So whatever you have created on Canva, Photoshop, or any other software, and it's part of your intended design for customization, you can upload that in here. So, and you can actually upload more than one file into a single element. That's why you have 4 small pictures as an icon. So in here, this dynamic image will provide an image selection. It could be one image, which is going to be like a background, or it can be multiple images, and you'll be able to browse through them if you go to different options. So what we're going to do now is go to the first option and upload images from our computer. If you later want to add them to a library, you can also pick a library directly. But let's go straight to uploading images and looking for those 3 images we created on Canva just right now. Let's open them. I'm going to upload them all in bulk, and I will find them in here. Now I see we have option number 3 is the bread, option number 2 is the snowman, and option number 1 is the stocking. And that's what we can do and pick from these 3 choices. Then what we can do is extend this, because there's no problem in extending and positioning that, or being very specific in the transform tab where you want this positioned and sized. Or you can go very simple and click here to fit to the canvas, and that's it. Now this is the part in which we have our background design, but we want to also add a custom text box. So we click on the text boxes, we're going to add this box here, and we can start shaping this to fit whatever we want in here as a message. So for example, let's say this is where we want a message, and the message could be Merry Christmas from the, like that. From the titles, it could be there. You see, in this area, you can type anything you want, and trying to be as very challenging as possible. Think about the worst case scenario you want to test, and it will tell you pretty much what's the current size for the box and what else you can do inside here. So if you open the character tab, you will see that you can change the font. You can have one font, or you can have multiple fonts. But in here, if you don't have any fonts to begin with, you can always click on the plus button to upload fonts from your computer. Any TTF or OTF will be enough. They will be uploaded to your database in Customily, and you will be able to find them here in your in your dropdown. So I'm going to just pick one, and it's going to look really nice but very small. That's because we need to regulate the maximum and minimum size. The maximum size is whatever you can fit on the box. So right now I can fit as much as 140 points, right? But if I were to reduce my line spacing, I could actually fit a bigger size like that. So you can play around with this as much as you want and see what's the best possible scenario. So 225 and 60 line spacing, that's great. Then the thing is, what if you start typing and you keep typing? What will happen when you keep typing is that you will reach the end of the box. And when you reach the end of the box, Customily will always try to fit the rest of your characters. So it's going to start to reduce until they fit whatever you are typing. When are we going to be able to stop? When we reach the minimum size. We are right now in 99 and we can barely see what's printing. Imagine 15. How small will this look? If you click and hold on the eye, you will see how small it can become. So we don't want this. We want this to stop probably at 150. So that's how small we want to print. Even if we keep adding characters, we will not be able to print that much, basically because it's not going to look nice. Then if customers want to type multiple lines, but they don't want to jump lines with the enter key, you can always click on automatic multi-line, so they will always try to find the different words that will jump lines like that. So let's circle back to this. And look at this. This is looking pretty nice. Yeah, and we have a lot of space to type our message. We have picked our font, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick a color, so we print in the same color as this. Yeah, perfect. So this is the text number 2. We can call this the type your message. Always double click to rename your layers because it's going to be very helpful when you have a lot of layers. And guess what? If we go to our image selection and we preview the second design, this is not nice. It's overlapping and it's not looking good. But if I move this and I go back to the image 1, I lose that. So let's put this back here because we want to have different text positions. What we're going to do is we're going to create a second text. We're going to make a copy, a duplicate of this text in here, yeah, and type your message. This one will be hidden, and we're going to use the second one for the second image. So now we have this new one that can be, we can align to this middle here. Yeah, we can have less space, for example, by dragging here and like that. So it's now between those two. And we could actually put this a bit down or make it a bit longer. This can be independent. So I'm going to just center this. And also, if the color is not the same red, we can actually pick this to have a different red. Also, if we want another font, we can do so. So let's go with Aloha. Yeah, this could be something working, right? So we have a second text element, text message. Let's call this, right? Type your message. And what will happen with the option number 3? Again, this may not be what we wanted. So we are not going to be using this type your message. We're not going to be using this type your message, or we could. We're going to use another one. So let's grab this and duplicate again, hide the other two. And this one, yes, that's going to be longer like that. And align it to the center. So this one actually has a longer text content. And we need to change the characters, sorry, the color. Color could be this one. Or we could actually have this in like a red, yeah, a green like that. Just we do something different. Okay, now we have these type your messages. They are all free. They have the same ID, and we need to have them show or hide depending on our image selection, correct? So what we're going to do is we're going to separate them in different groups, different layouts. So we make sure one will hide when the other is showing, and depending on the image we select. So let's click on this one and create a layout. We're going to call this, remember this first one is for the image number 1. So this is the, the stocking. So this layout is called the red stocking. Then we have this message, which is the red one for the second image. This one. So this, we're going to create a layout called the snowman. And the last one, the green one, we're going to create a layout called the breath. Like that. So now we see either one, the other, or the other. And later we're going to see how each one of these will show depending on our image. But right now, with this design, with these free choices of text and free choices of images, we are ready to click done and save our design. I would like to know if we have some questions at this point. Okay, click done, and you will start to see your designs populate in your collection and probably be ordered in created, modified, and stuff. But let's see if we can rearrange. No, let's go to the last page and find this Christmas necklace message card. This design can always be edited again, delete, crop, clone. We manage these designs the same way we do with templates and options. But here is the thing. Customily has created the options for you automatically. So this means that we are now capable of editing whatever the customer will interact with. This is an option set, and we can preview that how it's going to look on the front end. Right now, we have a drop-down with a layout selection. So you see the reds, the snowman, and the red stocking. And whenever we pick this, it's going to show a message. Whenever we pick this, it's going to show another message, and so this. That's automatically created by Customily because you created layouts. So we have this drop-down. But what can we do with this set of options? For example, the image selection, this is the background selector. We actually don't want this to be an independent choice because you can choose the background and choose the design independently and get things confused and mix it. So we don't want this image selection to be a possible selection. What we need to do is click on the pencil to open that and see what's going on with this image selection. Basically, this is the title, right? And if you scroll down, you will see that there are three values: this thumbnail, and this thumbnail. Now, these images are trying to call for a specific image option inside a dynamic image. Remember, the dynamic image is the object we created, and we uploaded those three images. It has been assigned to number 1 ID, and so whenever I pick any of this, I will trigger in this dynamic image one of these three choices. Since we don't want this option to exist, what we can do is take this function and put it on the layout. So whenever we pick this, we're not only picking the text, we are also picking the image. That's something you can do in Customily. It's pretty fast and pretty easy. Is understanding that you can assign functions to different choices, and those functions will trigger different events or show different items. So if I click on the pencil here, I will be able to, well, first call this something else. Let's say select design, right? And then I can scroll down and see that we have three options: red snowman and red stocking. Because I want this to be in alphabetical, I'm probably going to click, hold, and drag up, and this drag down to change the order. And very important that there's only one function in here, which is the layout visibility, that is showing or hiding different text elements. But we can add another function that's going to be, well, we saw here, dynamic image number 1. Dynamic image number 1. And if you see the options here, we will see that the red stocking should be loading the first image option. First image option. This one will show the second, and this one will show the third one, and that's it. Now that we have this function here for this dropdown, we actually don't need this at all, so we can delete. And most important, we don't like this. We don't like this dropdown. That's something you can fix. Go to type of option and change this to swatch. You will get free spaces to add your thumbnails, and guess what? You can open this and pick an image from your computer. So you see, you can easily replace drop downs with swatches super fast, like that. Now this is looking very nice because now you pick this, this, or this, and it will show the message. And not only that, it's going to show the different images and it's going to show the different texts. So now that we have this working, let's save the option set. And now let's create our product. Remember, this is a square design and you can use it on any product, from a shine on acrylic to a t-shirt, a mug, or blanket, whatever you want. Let's create a new product, find the shine on section, find the this one, Alluring Beauty necklace. We said we wanted to use only the luxury box and the 2 materials for finishing. And click next and find our design. Probably on the last page. Here you go. Christmas necklace message card. Let's click here and see what happens. Now Customily is creating a brand new product in our store. Is creating a the listing with the mockup and the information, and also creating the template, because we're combining product-based information, design information, and we are creating a unique template showing in this spinning you see right now. The options are exactly what we built, and we only have 3 choices, 3 designs. The variants are the ones we picked, so whenever we play with this, you will see them change like that. And when I pick this design, I will find a message here that I can type. I can type here. Or I can click on the snowman and I will see the snowman background and I will see the message also here. Finally, I can click on red and I will see also the background changing and the message being displayed at the bottom. If you want to add multiple lines to this, you need to actually edit the options again. That's a very quick shot here. And you go to the type your message text input option and find something called make it text area. That's all you need. That way, instead of having 1 line of text, you will have 2, but multiple at the same time. You can click on red, for example, and type from like that. And if you like this image to be your main image on your listing, the one that catches the eye faster and better, you can click here to save this as the main product image. Also, I recommend you change the name of the product, so it's not the standard name of the product in the POD. You can click here on Save, Edit Product Details. Change this to the necklace message. Yeah, save. It's easier to identify later in our product list. So now that we have our product renamed, we have our image created, and we have tested out all the customizations, we are ready to publish this. When you publish, you can get this message. This is telling me that I have not integrated Shine-On with my Customily account. That means that I need to put my API key in that. We're going to do that now to show you how you can do this. But don't worry, you can say not now and do it later. It's still going to fulfill as long as you have the API integrated. And this is our new product in our store. We still need to put a price on this and probably add some tags, add more images and SEO and everything, but that's something you can do on Etsy or Shopify, whatever you want. The important thing is you're going to be able to click on the design, type your message, and actually preview that same message on different designs. In fact, if you actually want to do this to show, just hit enter and show it smaller, show it there. It's entirely up to you. You are free to modify this any way you want. Okay, let's see. We have some questions about this product or anything else. Andrew says, "Is there a default message that can be replaced with a customer message?" Yes, actually you can. Let's jump back to the screen. So one thing we can do is we can put something here to begin with, and then customers can change that. That's something you do here see, when you finish with a product, you go straight to the store section and you can see that product, see which template is loading and which options are loading. And you have quick access to modify those options or templates right away to see the changes live. So if we want to have an initial value or an initial message, we click on the options here, and you will recognize this to be the option set, right? We can preview the options here. Let's say we want something, let's see, the red stocking. So this is our message. We can click on the pencil to open this. And we can either suggest something like this. You will see this in gray and you cannot select because it's just a suggestion floating there. Or we can actually take this and put it in initial value. And when we have an initial value, we start with something for good. This initial value will show on the front end. We don't have to do anything else. We only need to refresh this. And whenever you click on one of the designs, this initial value will be there and you can actually see that on the preview. On any design, on any text, because they are all connected. But you start with a message and you can, of course, grab this and change it. That's a very good question. Let's see, we have some other questions. Well, remember that we have an excellent support team available to help you during your first steps and assist you with anything you need. So don't hesitate to reach them via email, or you can open a live chat in the app during business hours. And also, you can join our Facebook communities where you can ask questions and share tips with other users of the app. And well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your questions. We're going to be seeing you next week with new ideas for products and new designs for you to experience and replicate on our videos. Have a great day. Bye-bye.